Halo semuanya, selamat datang di channel Olahraga Pertarungan.
Let's take into consideration real quick. Let's take into consideration that this is 23 minutes of fighting in. Okay, and let me tell you beforehand, my eyes right here, my eyes, and right here, like after a certain amount of time, I had sweat in my eyes. Hold on, pause it. I had sweat in my eyes, so I could see him. I could see him all completely clear. But like my eyes were all sweated out and I couldn't see his eyes. So when he went like this, I thought he was playing with me. Cause I couldn't see that, but if I could see his eyes, I could see like really far. You could see some of these eyes that if they're conscious or not. And like when I cracked him, I thought he was, when I pointed at him, I was like, "Ha, bitch, shut up." Cause I thought he was playing with me. And I was like, "Fuck you." And then I was like, "Oh shit, he is fucked up." My eyes were blurry. No, I could see perfect, but I couldn't see his eyes. Then I thought he was fucking with me, like, I'm knocked out, and I knew he had a minute left. So I thought he was like, "I'm gonna get out alive." I'm like, "Shut up, bitch." Happening, bing. Okay, 1 minute left. Now watch how many punches I throw from here on. But initially, when I socked his ass, I couldn't see his eyes. He went like that. Like, fuck.
Thought he just kind of did
that. Oh, he is fucked up. And I started chasing him down. So everyone's like, "You just took a picture." And I'm like, "No, it wasn't even like that. I was trying to get him. I was fucking fighting for 24 minutes. Hey, everybody, go fight for 24 minutes, then try to get a motherfucker." You know what I'm saying?
He went on their podcast in Miami and did this whole rant that he was going to literally kill me if he saw me in the streets of Miami. He's like telling them, "If I see this guy, I'll kill him." You know, so the podcast gets released, whatever, and I see it, and just coincidentally, I'm on my way to get some acai, and I see this motherfucker. Called him by his name, and he turned around, and he see me. He was like, "Holy shit!" I said, "Yeah." He looked at me like that, and he took off running. And then there's a night which you could play it on the podcast. He calls 911 on my ass. You know, like, bro, you talking
That's
about
a bitch move.
You talking about you're a man, and this is why I didn't get no charges. And he's like, and they showed a podcast like, well, you just threatened this man 2 hours before this incident took place. Why should we hold him accountable? And he also had like a fugazi ass Rolex that he tried to say was like 60 grand. And he took this fucking fake out because he's so stupid. He doesn't know there's a forensic fucking investigator that's gonna come in and say, "Okay, let me look at this Rolex. Your Honor, this is not even worth $1,000.
What a stupid accident. It was just sparring. I got knee. My nose is fucked up. Even worse, even more cracked the same direction. My bones are broken inside. I can't even breathe. Gonna do x-ray now. I'm sure UFC will help me. Try do surgery. First time when I broke my nose, it was professional debut. Oh shit.
You can see it's this widening that we see here.
My nose are broken at 2 places. I just saw doctor. If he will fix my nose and then make straight, he has to rebroke other bones too. Will takes 1 more year to heal up. Of course, I don't want to do that. Otherwise, he said, keep it that way and you can do surgery after your retirement. I said, I'm not going to retirement next 20 years. So I'm going to keep my nose even more cracked what it used to be before. And I'm going to deal with it.
Расскажи какую-нибудь историю жуткую, которая когда-либо с тобой случалась.
Самый жуткий момент в моей жизни был, это когда Абу Бакр вот такой же бородой в 5 классе был моим одноклассником.
Он шутит. Он серьезно шутит. Когда и как мы с тобой познакомились?
Это было так давно, в 5 классе 38-й школы. Я прихожу на урок, и мне говорят, твой одноклассник, я это думал вообще преподаватель наш.
Помнишь, в каком году это было?